Hey everybody, and welcome back to That Makes Sense, the show about electronic music, 80s music, 90s music to now, and electronic music and synthesizers. So, since this channel is called That Makes Sense, I thought we'd do an episode about synthesizers today. Um, and just let me warn you ahead of time, I'm not a very good player at all. But that's kind of the beauty of synthesizers is you don't necessarily have to be a great player. I mean, it doesn't hurt, but because of ways you can record and sequence these days, you can record things, slow, take your time playing it, and then speed up and build the tracks based on that. So the synthesizer that I want to talk to you is, at least it's the first one that I've introduced on the show. This one is special to me because it's the first I would consider professional synthesizer that I owned. There's not a lot of love for this synth, or it just doesn't get a lot of love because there's just other synthesizers that came out around the same time that overshadowed this synthesizer. But this synthesizer I think is awesome, and I want to talk about it and why I value it and why I did buy it in the 90s as my first professional synth. So I'll show you some of the value of it. But first, let me introduce what synth I'm going to be talking about. You probably already know from the description, but it is the Roland XP-30. And this was a series of synthesizers that came out in the late 90s. There's the XP-10 and then the XP-50. The XP-30 is right in the middle. It is a very sleek and sexy looking synthesizer. It's very lightweight, so it's easy to carry. And yeah, I'm really glad I got it. So let's hear what it sounds like. So yeah, that patch right there is called Crispy Lead, which I think is pretty cool. So let me tell you why I bought this as my first professional synthesizer. I think it'll make sense, especially from that time period. This I bought in 1999, and so hold that thought. All right, sorry about that. My cat wanted to steal the spotlight as usual. But yeah, going back to 1999, the kind of analog to digital synth craze was starting to come out. At the time, I was looking at this synthesizer. I was looking at a synthesizer from Yamaha. And of course, the one that was the big synthesizer at the time was the Korg Triton. And I mean, anybody who was anybody at the time, artist-wise, played with that synthesizer. I mean, it sounded awesome. It had a sampler on it. It had a really cool arpeggiator and really cool sounds. But at the time, it was a little bit above my price range, and I had budgeted around $1,000 for a synthesizer, and I can't remember what the value of the Korg Tritons were at the time, but maybe $1,500 to $1,800. I can't remember, but I know it was several $100s more than the XP-30. The XP-30 costs I just think said $1,000, $999. And I don't. The Roland JP-8000 I think was out at that time. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. But it was a synthesizer. It was really, I would say, kind of like the first, or one of the first virtual analog synthesizers. I know that the Nordleads were out by that point. Um, my buddy, he bought a synthesizer around the same time. He bought a Ensoniq uh, SR1, I believe, which is a really cool synth. Now, the one caveat about this synthesizer was it did not have a sequencer, a built-in sequencer. Also, there's no floppy drive in it. The XP-50, the flagship of the XP series, did have a floppy drive in it so you could have storage, and it had a sequencer. Now, that was not a game changer, obviously, for me, because the XP-30 has something that neither the XP-10 or the XP-50 had, and that was the huge amount of sounds, amount of patches that are preloaded into this. So even to this day, at least all the this hardware synthesizers that I have, this one probably has one of the most amounts of sounds. And the other thing, I think the reason why I also picked this synthesizer over like the Yamaha one, I can't remember what Yamaha synth I was looking at, but or the JP-8000 is, that was a synth. This one is a synthesizer, but it also has realistic sounds like strings, piano, bass. It's got some great orchestra sounds. So, but it also has the synthesizer sounds as well. But also the big factor for me was the amount of patches. So essentially it's got 3 built-in ROM, Roland ROM expansion cards built into the synthesizer. So it has the session expansion, the orchestral expansion, and the techno collection expansion. So, I mean, those are jam-packed with a ton of sounds. And then, in addition to that, you can expand it 2 more slots. It has 2 additional slots where you can put in cards. And my XP-30 is loaded to the brim. It's got the Moose T house musician card, as well as the analog synthesizer card. So it's really maxed out. Also, you know, so it's got the orchestral sounds and the synth sounds. So let's just go through a couple sounds. I'm on the techno collection right now. We just heard the crispy lead, but here's the raw saw. It's got Simply June. And these effects are dry. And I'll put the filter on. This is a cutoff. Cool. That's disto stack. You can tell. I mean, if you want to make rave music, this is a great synth to do that, or any dance stuff. This one's called Velo Cheese. And the resonant filters on here can get really aggressive, and it's almost like too. See how much, like, it doesn't take much to create a big change there and really blow it out. So yeah, and I'm playing all the sounds dry on here. It's called Noise Mania. It's called V-Beep. So now here's the thing also that I like about this synth is how the sounds, the patches are organized. So, I mean, there's thousands upon thousands of sounds built into this synthesizer. And the way the synthesizer breaks it down, because you could heavily manually dive in this thing, but what it does is it breaks the sounds, the patches into categories. So you have piano, keys, and organs. You have guitar, you have bass, and even within bass, you've got like acoustic bass and electronic bass. There's orchestral, you've got brass, synth, pad, ethnic, rhythm, and effects. So you've got 10 different categories. So that makes things easier to find. So if I hit category and go to piano, I have acoustic piano and then electric piano. So it even breaks down those things. So I'm going to go, here's the concert piano. Told you I couldn't play, but so here's some of the other ones. This is a 9-foot grand. Let's go. So you've got honky tonk. You've got some of these blended pianos, so let's see if I got that. Oh, piano and strings. So if I hold on to that note, you can hear the strings. Up and listen to some of the electronic pianos. D50 Rhodes. Echo Rhodes. FM Bell. Vibra Rhodes. Alright, now let's go to guitars. And here we've got 3 different categories: acoustic, electric, and distortion. So let me go to acoustic. And since we're here, I really want to talk about something I think is really a cool feature on the XP-30. The arpeggiator section. And the reason why I think it's really cool, it's not the world's best arpeggiator, but it has, let's see if I can do this. It has different styles, specifically for like a rhythm guitar. So here is rhythm guitar A. Here's the sound again without the arpeggiator. Now let's turn on the arpeggiator for rhythm guitar A. And you can adjust the octave, so that was a 3-step up octave. So let's just put it at 1. Here is rhythm guitar A, B. So I mean, that's cool, but here's also the, and it's got like 5 patterns of rhythm guitar. Here's 3-finger guitar arpeggiator. So let's take that up 3 octaves. So it actually kind of sounds more like a strumming of guitar. You can also adjust the accent. So right now it's set to 100%. I can only go down, so let's take that to 50%, see what that sounds like. Alright, so I don't hear a big difference, but that can be adjusted, as well as the tempo. You can put in the BPM. See what else we've got. Strumming guitar. Here's the one that I really like to show off. This is my favorite, at least in terms of the guitar arpeggiator section. Let me try the other one. There we go. Let me get out of the rhythm here. So here's some of the other combing. Three-finger guitar. Let's see if I can find it. So yeah, and then there's other ones. That one's combing. We've got percussion. Harp. So if I go to the ethnic patches, let's see what that sounds like. So there's plucks, a section for plucks in the ethnic section. So there's a harp 1 in plucks. So here is the harp without the arpeggiator. arpeggiator, the harp arpeggiator pattern. And I remember making some songs with the harp back in the day in the late '90s. Portishead was coming out, had come out with Dummy, and it had that spy ethnic sort of mysterious sound, which I tried to duplicate with some of the harp sounds. Here's plucked harp. Water harp. So it's got like a bell sort of sound with it. So, you know, if you're the type of person that wants a ton of sounds and quick sounds fast, even though they're PCM sampled sounds, this is a really great synth. There's a ton more that I can talk about on this synth, which I plan to do with some videos, but that gives you an idea of what the synth is about. Would I still buy this today if I saw it? I would say yes, because I still use this synth, not on every track, and you know, some of the sound quality is a bit thin compared to newer synths, but still, man, it's just a really cool synth, and there's so much stuff packed into this. And I will say it's got some a ton of effects and stuff built in, but to get that stuff, there's a lot of menu diving. There's a lot of things to remember. So it could be a very simple synth or a complicated synth, depending on what you like to do. So yeah, we'll leave it at that right now. But I hope you enjoyed it. The Roland XP-30, everyone. Thanks.